Hey guys, time for the next Bitcoin weekly prediction. And before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we have a public Discord server with signals and everything else, and they are hitting. All that crap is linked in the description below. So before we start, we're going to have a quick look-see at how we did last week, and we didn't do too well, did we? We weren't totally wrong, but we weren't really right either. We thought we were going to be down here around 35K. We didn't. Instead, we ranged for the entire week. And then now, only just today, well, like last night, did we finally, or yeah, I guess when that daily candle broke, did we finally break this level here. So we finally had a break of structure down, and now we're going to continue that for the coming weeks, my friends. I believe, once again, I'm going to say it again, we are going to work our way to the 35K range. I believe 35, to be specific, 35,600 will have a nice bounce. We'll have a little bit of this guy, and then we'll work our way back up. Let me do quickly a vertical line on the day. Here it is. What day would that be? If it's the 18th, then 7 days later would be the 23rd, right? No, 25th. 25th, where is that? That is right here. I should have drew that before we got started. Let's date it like I did over here. 4/25/22. Whoa, 4/25/22. So this is, no, we're not going to pump this week. No, that's not happening. So I think we're going to do probably not going to go straight there. I think we're going to probably break a level here, range, break a level here, range, break a level here, range. And then I think we hit that 35. Oops. Let me try that again. I think we're going to start here, and then we're going to go somewhere around here, range for a little bit. And then I think we're going to go somewhere around here, range for a little bit. And then I think the bottom will be 35,600, and then we'll do a little rangy deal, probably the rest of the week, something like this. And then I think by next Monday, it may be time to come out of this. Now, this is my prediction for the week. We're going to mark it, dot it, 4/18/22. That's my prediction, and I'm sticking to it. I guess I don't need that there anymore. Sticking to it. Now, second chance. What else may happen? 35K may not be the bottom. I still think we do this kind of deal, and I still think like 35,600 or so ends up being a local bottom. However, there is a strong possibility that before we make it here, we go down another level. The next level I have, and it could be a painful one, is 31,050. In which case we would range probably the whole stinking week there, if I was to guess, and then maybe work our way back up. Let's color this one red. So this is my second guess. So I'm going to write that down. Second, I guess. Second guess. I'll just write that down. This is the other possibility here. Now, I've talked about this quite a few times, why I remain bearish. This long-short ratio is so stinking bad. We are at 70% long to 30% short. What that means is retail thinks we are at the bottom right here. Retail has really, every single time the price has gone down, retail thinks we're at the bottom. Buy the dip, yay. And then, of course, we went down again, and once again, long-short ratio not affected. This is gonna keep pushing us down. Market makers do not want to feed these longs. In order for price to pump, they have to be liquidated. Otherwise, it's just simply not going to work. So what we need to see weak hands getting shifted out. Here, let's get rid of that. Because that wasn't really my guess. This was my guess. I didn't date it. You silly goose. You gotta date it. Sorry, I was just watching South Park. Mr. Slave was on, and he called someone a silly goose. So now it's in my head. Anywho. So we're going to do that, I think, and then, or we may go down here. Oops. I still think this is a strong possibility of happening. I personally would like 35,600 or so to be the bottom. I think it would be a good bottom. The reason why I think it may be the bottom is I don't feel like drawing it, But if you draw a volume profile here, it's the bottom of the high volume node is about 35,600. Of course, this is the bottom right here, this 3380. However, if we lose 35,600, I don't see this bottom holding. I see us breaking that. And that, my friends, would be a proper shakeout. But that's scary, right? We don't want to see that. And this is that really scary line to beat here. This 28 something or other. I don't seriously see that happening this week. Not that it couldn't, but we're not really seeing those kinds of moves, right? Where we have a very nice downtrend. We're not really seeing these giant red candles. And if anything, as you guys probably know, when you're dealing with these moves, typically you have like something like this, right? You have this kind of rounded bottom thing that forms. So that I could see happening, being the bottom here. It could be the bottom here. And the reason why you see these rounded bottoms is another thing to call it would be like losing momentum, right? So if it's losing momentum, that's when you kind of see that. Of course, it doesn't always work out that way. For example, we had something very similar going on here. You see we had kind of sort of a rounded bottom here, and then it just died. And then the same thing here. You see it has this rounded bottom, and then it just died. Right now we have a really big one. If you really want to take a look at it. Whoops. Kind of have a really big one there, and it's very possible that we could go right through here. So don't count on these. It's kind of like these little rounded bottoms I'm drawing. It's not really something to trade. Keep an eye out after the fact, but not really something to trade. But it's just kind of what normal patterns kind of end up doing. But either way, I do think we're going to have another red week. Let's take a look at the weekly candle. I don't remember I think I said it would be red. I don't remember. I didn't watch the video. And sure enough, it's red. I think we do post another red weekly candle. As you can see, once again, these are sort of losing momentum. It's hard to see with my arrows all over the place. But these are kind of sort of starting to lose momentum, right? We have this giant red candle. It's a little bit smaller. It's a lot smaller. So if we were to hit, if we were to hit 35,600, it would be a pretty big red candle, which I do think that's what we're going to see, despite the fact that this appears to be losing momentum. I think this weekly candle is going to close bigger than this one. So we'll just have to take a look at it when the time comes. That is my prediction. Wow, that's zoomed in. I am thinking we will hit 35,600 this week. I am hoping it will be a local bottom. If it's not, I think the next level to beat will be 31,050. If that's not the bottom, the next level to beat will be about 28.7. I don't think we go there this week. I don't even think we go to 31 this week, unless there's some sort of news event that market makers take advantage of to dump the price. Thank you so very much for watching, and as always, take it easy.